Hi guys, let's talk about sort of grip pressure. See, pressure is so important because it's the pressure that secures the hold, okay? So you could actually end up with a really nice placement of your hands, but if the pressure's not good, you don't actually have control of it, right? Think about this, Iron Byron. We clamp that club into it, and the pressure from the clamp, the pressure on the hold doesn't change, okay? So there's a holding pressure, and then there's other bits that move it. But at no point is that pressure released. That's why I talk about this in the sense we don't actually release the golf club. I know the language, and there's some visuals that look similar, but that's why we never want to loosen the grip pressure, okay? Now, what is important is kind of where you're feeling this pressure in your hold. And I want you to see that me as a right-hander, okay, the holding pressure is very much in the sort of these three fingers. And to practice, very good for you to just even give your opposite finger a bit of a squeeze here so you could kind of hold on to that. And then the other pressure is going to be kind of in the middle two of your right hand. And again, quite nice just to kind of get a feel that you could actually hold something. So when you're holding, the holding pressures in these three and those two, the other bits of this, for me, this kind of overlaps a bit. These are going to help kind of stabilize it. And when I actually move the club, there's a pressure then on the club that's moving. But this is about the holding bit, okay? So nice bit of pressure in these three, And we definitely want to feel that we are kind of holding it in the fingers. The reason for that is that it allows us to maneuver the club very well. This would actually feel more secure, but I can't maneuver it very well. The moment I have it in the fingers, I've got a bit more access to wrist and so on, which is needed. So this feels secure, but not very functional. This is in the fingers, but don't have it in the fingers loose. Have it in the fingers with a firm pinch. You're not throwing this, but you're holding it in a similar way. It's in the fingers so you can access the wrist. If you held this in your hand and give it a nice pinch, that actually constant pinch would be on, and that pinch we're talking about is actually in those three fingers, those middle two, and at that point, there's a constant pressure that's actually on. You might also feel a little bit of pressure on the thumb. It's just as on the thumb here as the hands kind of butt up together. So just kind of pressure into those three, pressure in those two, maybe a bit of pressure on the thumb.